And I think the way this roster is constructed is what allows Tatum to be not great. Tatum doesn't need to be a superstar for this Celtics team to have success. Everybody's talking about Tatum's lack of scoring through 2 games, which is completely fair. Nobody's talking enough about how stellar he's been on defense, defending those Dallas bigs, how great he's been defending Luka and sometimes Kyrie on ball, making things hard on them. His playmaking on offense has been pivotal to their half-court success, creating for Jrue Holiday. So while he hasn't scored, I think overall Tatum's impressed in every other facet of the game. And so I think that's the matchup problem for Dallas is largely due to Tatum, because of his versatility where he can defend those bigs and then Porzingis can roam off of somebody else, which is why, to your point, maybe Dallas just says,
there's nothing to defend, though, except making sure they don't dunk.
But you're saying Porzingis?
No, when you're giving Tatum credit for being able to guard them, don't let them
size. Dunk. He's providing size. He's providing strength, and he's switching on ball.
We're now to the
Luka.
We're to Gobert mode on Tatum. He's getting credit for average play. Yes, he is. He's getting credit for average play because the criticism went too far. Now people are going too far for him and the way he has played thus far.
Can we agree that he's been a stinker of a scorer? Can we agree on that? He has sucked at scoring. He's sucked at scoring.
That's right.
Can we agree that he's been pretty good as a playmaker?
He's been fine. He's had a lot of turnovers, too. His 6 turnovers in game 1 were abysmal.
Game 2, was he pretty good?
Yeah, he's fine.
Okay.
I mean, he's driving and kicking.
And then defensively, he's been good.
Been all right. They've been attacking him a lot.
Yeah, because he's defending Luka and Kyrie.
This guy is a superstar, though, and people are now talking about him like he's little Johnny that hardly gets to play. What the F is going on? It's Gobert mode. It really is.
I'm not saying he should be Finals MVP. All I'm saying is that he's been good in other areas of the game in the ways Boston needed, which is why Brad Stevens...
He's been like their 4th best player. Would you agree?
Yes, I agree. Okay. Which is why Brad Stevens built out this roster the way he did. Earlier in the season, I remember posting on X saying something like, and Celtics fans got pissed at me for this for some reason. They've been angry a lot this year. and I said something like, you watch the Celtics, a lot of the times Kristaps Porzingis and Derek White are their best players. And that's been true throughout the year. And that's why Brad Stevens assembled the roster in this way, because Tatum is not a top 3, 4, or 5 guy. Jaylen Brown is not a top 5 guy, but they have a bunch of guys. Tatum, maybe 7th, 8th best, Brown, 15th best. And then they have a bunch of guys in the 20s and 30s of best players in the league. Porzingis, Holiday, White, these guys who can elevate their play on any given night, Jaylen and Tatum included. They have a bunch of good players. And I think the way this roster is constructed is what allows Tatum to be not great. Tatum doesn't need to be a superstar for this Celtics team to have success. And that's a credit to Stevens for building out the roster this way and making that investment in guys 3 through 6 on the roster and not just banking on Tatum taking another leap or Brown taking another leap. And by the way, they have, because Brown's improvement as a handler and Tatum's improvement as a passer, going not just necessarily this year, but throughout their history.
Let me be clear. He is awesome. Everybody knows the guy is awesome. All right. And everybody knows that everything plays off of the 2 J's, Jaylen and Jayson. And that those guys are able to be, Jrue Holiday's able to get all those layups because he's on the court with those guys. Make no mistake about that. I understand the gravity in which he has, okay? But that's what superstars get. They get gravity. Luka provides the gravity, and Kobe provided the gravity, and Steph Curry provided the gravity, and those guys are superstars. And to me, what has happened here is the criticism of whatever he isn't got too great, right? People start talking about what he isn't rather than what he is too much. And so now the response to that, to me, has gone over the top with everybody telling me how well Jayson Tatum is playing. And the MVP clearly of game 1 was Porzingis, and the MVP clearly of game 2 was Jrue Holiday.
What about Jaylen Brown?
Jaylen Brown's been fantastic, and his defense has been crazy. That highlight you posted last night of that angle of him locking up Kyrie.
Oh my God. Yeah.
I mean, there ain't many dudes in the world that can do that.
Yeah, Noah
Seriously.
posted that one. That was a really good angle. Yeah.
Dude, he is know I'm a huge Jaylen Brown fan, right?
Yeah.
It's just this team does, the way we've talked about this team, it's kind of like Jayson Tatum and everybody else because he is the one that gets first team All-NBA, all the accolades and everything else. That's the way it is. But they are a complete basketball team. And there's no question that right now that the Porzingis thing, and this is what I keep kicking myself about, like, I thought, man, this guy is not going to be able to come back. Again, it's not even a 2-game series. He's still got to make it through the whole way. And I thought at the end of game 2, I'm like, oh, my God, did he really just get hurt again? And
he might have.
And we'll see.
I mean, he said after the game, he's like, I'll die out there. I'll be good for game 3. He might be good for game 3.
He has to be himself.
Yes.
Right? Because he was not himself. You see, he wasn't even contesting anything before they got him out of the game.
There's definitely something wrong. Definitely something wrong, for sure.
Yeah.
Something's wrong. On Sunday night, something was wrong. Will there be something wrong on Wednesday night for game 3? I don't know. Who knows? He might be 100% fine. Adrenaline kicks in and he's all good. But he could also be worse in game 3. And that's where things could shift for Dallas, because if Boston has to go to Cornet minutes or Tillman minutes, that's where Dallas can structure their rotations in a way to try to shred the Celtics in those minutes and figure out other ways. Because Porzingis has been so outstanding through 2 games. He's been absolutely unbelievable in every single way. It's been so awesome to watch him do this.
The numbers are the numbers. Like
it's been
what
fantastic.
They've done with him on the court versus like their offense is infinitely better. Their defense is infinitely better.
Yeah.
When he's on the court. Like, that's the number one trick to me that they've got to go and pour over on the laptop. What are we going to do in these Porzingis minutes? Because that's where we're losing.
I think you attack him. What you do is you attack him over and over and over and over, and you try to wear him out, and you try to get him out of the game in that way. Mm-hmm. That's what I think you got to do, is I think you have to try to go at him. Because even though you fear him, even though he's a great defender, I think you have to try to wear him down. And to me, I think that's what you got to do. You got to do that. You got to get him out of there. He's too good. Like, you're going to lose the series if Porzingis is playing 20 plus stellar minutes like he did in games 1 and 2.